What's up, you money makers? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about ticker symbol CTRM, Castor Maritime Inc. The stock that we have been reviewing for a long time. We started buying this stock around 28 cents or 30 cents level. We had a pretty good profit, and right now the stock is trading downwards. As you can see, for one day the stock is down by 80.86%, little less than 1%. In this particular video, I'll be talking about one of the significant announcement that just came out from the company on Friday that we should look into. The second thing is we'll review some technical levels as support and resistance as to where the stock can go from this price point. So we'll review that. We'll review MACD, RSI, and all the technical indicators and the levels that you should also watch out for. So I'll share that information with you. We'll review one of the article that talks about CTRM and their levels and where the stock can go and what kind of pattern it is forming. And the third thing is we'll talk about what is the realistic price prediction, what we should expect in terms of the CTRM price, what is happening with the Nasdaq regaining compliance, and what are some of the options that Castor Maritime has to remain on Nasdaq. So we'll talk about all these things. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do a lot of research, and I like to share my research and analysis with you, hoping it'll help you make informed financial decision. So click on the like button. Your like is very much appreciated. Give me a like for CTRM so that this information can reach to more and more people, more and more investors to help them make informed decision. Also, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence and research before you buy or sell CTRM or any other stock. Now, let's talk about CTRM. For 5 days, the stock is down. The 5 days, the stock is down. As you can see, it came from all the way 50 cents level right here and got back down to 45 cents. If you take a look, about 1 month, the stock was 95 cents and got back to 45 cents. So it is almost cut in half. Now let's talk about one of the announcement that just came from CTRM. One of the thing that everyone is pretty excited about is the way the CTRM is expanding their number of vessels, which is adding up into their top line revenue in general. And the company has been pretty aggressively growing lately. So on April 16, the company announced that they acquired one more vessel, purchase price of $14.8 million. This acquisition is expected to consume by taking delivery of the vessel in second quarter this year, and company has been expanding so far. If you take a look at the company started with 5 or 6 vessels in 2020, and they are a growth-oriented global shipping company. They only had dry bulk vessel, and they expanded also into the tanker vessel. So they will be also shipping, in my understanding, oil and some of the tanker-based bulk from as a shipping industry. Now, one of the challenges with the shipping industries, they'll have to raise more and more capital. They will have to expand their vessels, and they will have to improve their revenue that way, and that will give them an opportunity to also improve their profitability over the time. So that's one of the challenge that Castor Maritime has in general. But the CEO is pretty bullish about their business. They have been acquiring more and more vessels. They have been raising more and more capital. So whenever I invest in some kind of this stock, I think about whether I can double my money in what period of time. Consider that this is a penny stock. Penny stocks are risky. You can make a ton of money in a short period of time. On the flip side, you can lose them as well. So do not invest your entire portfolio. Only invest the money into penny stock that you're willing to lose. We all invested. If you're watching my channel, we have been talking about CTRM since November 2020. And since then, we saw more than 3 or 4 times return and the growth on our investment. Now, if you're still holding CTRM, you want to think about whether you want to hold or you want to put the money into another stock that can double over time, or if you want to keep it in CTRM as well. So it's up to you. Now, one more thing I also want to share, that is this a good price point to sort of buy CTRM at this point? I'm not sure, but we'll look into I want to share to make informed financial decision for yourself. These are the key technical indicators. So I was able to see this article, and I think this pretty much aligns with what I was able to find for myself as well. Castor Maritime nears end of a pattern. Technical key levels that you should watch. If you own CTRM, you should definitely watch this price points. If you are trying to buy into a new position into CTRM, you should definitely look into this as well. Castor Maritime traded higher, and it was at at 46 cents on a Thursday. So this is based on end of day Thursday's chart, but this is pretty relevant because the price hasn't changed so far. Let's take a look. So you want to take a look at the triangle that is being built here. You also want to take a look at the blue line, and you want to take a look at the green line. So the stock is trading below the 50-day moving average. So this green line right here is a 50-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average is close to 90 cents. It is precisely 0.8977. So almost 90 cents is the 50-day moving average, and the stock is trading at 46 cents. So it is trading below the 50-day moving average. So that way the stock is going down and down and down so far. So that's the pattern. The stock is trading, however, above the 200-day trading pattern, moving average, so which is the blue line. So the blue line suggests that 38.07, so 38 cents and a little bit more on top of that. So that is the blue line. The blue line suggests 200-day moving average, and it is indicating pretty bullish. Now what happens many times is if the stock is trading below the 50-day moving average, you want to consider 200-day moving average as the support line. So in this case, if the stock is trading above 38 cents, that suggests that the stock is trading strongly considering 200-day moving average, and for 200 days the stock has pretty much chance to go above that level and sustain there because it works as a support level. Now when you will consider that the stock is in bullish pattern if it trades above the 50 cents. So another key level that you want to consider as a resistance at this point is 89 cents, and we have seen in the past that the CTRM stock was struggling to go above 95 cents. At that time 95 cents was the moving average for 50-day at that point of time. So that was a pretty strong resistance for CTRM. Right at this point, if the stock starts going up, 89 cents will be very much kind of a resistance for the stock that could become a challenge, but it's a good challenge to cross, because if it crosses 50-day moving average, at that point it will be working. 50-day moving average will be their support level. So I wanted to share this information with you. So right here, this information is also that this article provides the 50-day moving average may hold as resistance in future. The 200-day moving average holds support as, so 200-day support, 50-day resistance. That's how you should look into. The stock looks to be forming a falling wedge pattern, as you can see once again this white lines right here, and the pattern is considered a bullish reversal pattern if it can cross above the lines connecting the highs. So we will see how that works out in the future. But one thing I wanted to share with you is their volume. I think for CTRM, the most important thing that we have seen based on the historical data is the volume. The volume has been going down and down and down. It's not just CTRM stock, but in general we have seen many small cap stocks. If you think about ZOM, Zomedica Corp, SNDL, Sundial Growers, if you think about CTRM, UAMY, many other stocks that we have been talking on our channel, even NNDM and all other stocks that are small cap and penny stocks, they are trading with very low volume, and CTRM is not an exception. So take a look. The volume is 123 million per trading session, which is lower than the average volume of 170 million. For CTRM to get back into the business, it will have to get a lot more volume. It will have to spike up in terms of volume, and the stock price can go higher and higher. But if the stock is struggling with volume, it's going to be a bit challenging for that to gain the stock price. Let's take a look right here. The volume on April 5th was 315 million, close to 131 million, 208 million. And since then, the stock is trading sideways, and also the volume got below 150 million, and the stock price from 72 cents, the stock price went all the way to 44 cents. Close to 44 cents. Now, one of the thing is this Castor Maritime needs to regain the NASDAQ compliance. It needs to trade. It needs to close $1 or above for 10 consecutive business days in order to regain the compliance, which is not happening unless there is a massive news around CTRM, maybe their economic, their financial data, whenever the company shares in terms of their profitability, the revenue, that could give it a boost in terms of the price point. The second thing is if there is a lot more buzz that we have seen in the past on social media, but on Wall Street Bets and Reddits and whatnot, that we have seen in the past. If the community is after it, it can double the price. Think about it. If you have to go to $1, it's more than double price point. So it is going to be a bit challenging at this point for CTRM, unless there's a massive volume that we were able to see in the past. Look at the volume that we have seen: 699 million, 500 million. So we have seen pretty bullish numbers in terms of volume when the stock was trading above $1 level. At that point, we were also able to see some of the spike due to the volume. So if the stock needs to do pretty well, it needs to bump up their volume. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's take a look at the RSI. The RSI looks, before we look at the RSI, let's take a look right here. On February 11th, the stock hit all-time high, $1.95, and since then the stock went all the way to 78 cents, started getting back up, went above $1 but could not sustain, and then it was deeping. It has been deeping to 45 cents. If you take a look at the 1-day RSI, the RSI looks pretty good in my opinion. This is something I like to see. 37 RSI suggests more towards oversold condition that will help the stock to boost in price in next trading session, in my opinion, and it can go towards upwards. I'm not saying it'll skyrocket or anything, but it will give it a support. If you take a look at the MACD is right around the orange line, so the blue is a little bit above orange. That is something I like to see in my analysis and technical pointers. If you take a look, the stock was 47 cents, but the volume is not there as we talked about, and it went to 46 cents, got back up once again to 46 cents, almost right there, and then it got back to 45 cents. So it is trading between a very narrow range. Now if the volume sustains, then the stock can go up. If it needs to regain the Nasdaq compliance, the reverse split could be an option. That might be a workaround to stay listed on Nasdaq. At this point, I'm not saying the stock is at risk because they still have an option to exercise. They can execute the reverse split. That way the price can go above $1 level and the stock can stay in Nasdaq. I wanted to share this research and analysis, hoping it'll help you out. I'm not a financial advisor, but like, share, and subscribe to my channel for timely updates and videos. I really appreciate your help watching and stopping by on my channel. Thanks all for watching.